Get ready for the greatest shape of your life.
Hello everyone, I am Mufareh and I am your friend. Today, I'm going to share some exciting information with all of you. Stay tuned because you definitely don't want to miss this. What if success isn't just about reaching the top, but helping others rise with you? Welcome to Victory with Ash, where the journey is not just about changing your life, but creating an impact that can reach far beyond you. Success starts with a mindset. It starts when you decide to learn, grow, take action, and never stop improving. Because every person has potential. Every person has a story. And every person has something valuable to contribute. The vision is simple. Rise, reset, refocus, build your skills, strengthen your confidence, become a better leader, learn modern strategies, and turn knowledge into real-world action. But here's the exciting part. Imagine a community where your growth can inspire someone else's growth. One person changes their mindset. Another person discovers their potential. Another learns a new skill. And together, those small changes can create something much bigger. Change the world. Change a life. That's the power of transformation. And as Mufareh emphasizes, success is not only about what you achieve for yourself, it's also about the people you inspire and the impact you leave behind. So don't wait for tomorrow. Start learning. Start growing. Start believing. Start taking action. Because your victory could become someone else's inspiration. We are all successful. We are all capable of growing. And together, we can create positive change. This is more than a destination. This is a journey. This is Victory with Ash. If you're ready to rise, reset, and refocus, subscribe now and join us for the journey.
Megan Mitchell has shared some very important insights and key information. Please listen carefully and pay close attention to what she has to say. These points may be highly valuable for everyone in the community, so make sure you watch the full discussion and don't miss any of the important details.
Victory with Ash and our future business, and what we have been going to meetings about and trainings about over the last few days in public education, because I think there's a great deal of parallels, and I just wanted to bring some of those to your attention. So hopefully you'll find it interesting. First of all, you know, in public education, the center is usually around relationship and around student-teacher relationship and building those bonds. But we have spent the last 2 days, if you don't know, we usually come back early before students come back and do 2 days of trainings, professional development, before the students actually return. And all of their trainings over the last couple of days in my district have been centered around AI, which is interesting because, you know, sometimes you think about in education, it seems like a little bit like the media wants to portray that if you utilize AI, that you're taking away that relationship, or that you're jeopardizing or somehow, you know, substituting the relationship of the teacher-student. And we've spent 2 days talking, or actually listening to experts or trainers about talking about what AI is and isn't, you know, because I think there's a lot of misconception on what AI can and can't do. Of course, there's a lot of fear-mongering in the media. One of the things that was brought up by one of the trainers was media hypocrisy. You know, we say we want to hear positives and we want to see more positive things in the news, but what we click on and what we tend to ingest is negativity. It's sad, it's true, but as humans, we are wired to be drawn towards negativity. And we are teaching the algorithm, that AI algorithm, what we want to see. And so when we click on the negativity, when we you know, ingest more and more of the news that we see, we are teaching it to show us more of that sort of information. And in our trainings, we talked about the fact that two things can be true at the same time. We were asked to talk about what imagery or what connotations fire brings to mind. And immediately my brain went to positive and negative. the fact that fire causes destruction, and it brings about, it's a life force. It helps with, bringing heat and all of these different things in history. There's so many different examples. And that is true of AI. And that's one of the things that was discussed frequently, is that AI is portrayed very negatively in the media in certain ways. And there's a lot of fear mongering. There's a lot of that goes on. So I hear a great deal of people push back and talk about, AI is bad and AI, but they're not realizing how much of AI we're already using, how much you are already using in your daily life. And the reason I'm talking about this is because of the connection between all of these things and what we are doing in Victory with Ash and our future business. We don't know what the future business is, but we know that it's probably going to have something to do with AI. And our trainings were really centered around the combination of AI as a tool to make our lives better, to make our lives better as teachers, to make our lives better as for the students, and just as people in general, to give more time for the things that really matter, to streamline the things that are tedious, because AI is so much faster than what we can, process in our own brains, looking for patterns, looking for those connections, and, with the data. We can make our lives better while still connecting and having that human connection. Why do I think this is important for us, all of us in Victory with Ash? Because the emphasis the last couple of days in my school district on AI is proof that, it's just more proof that no matter what field, no matter what you are involved in, AI is not going away. It's not going to take over the world. It's not a robot. There are polar opposites in it. You can use AI for positive. You can use AI for negative, just like with the fire. And it is a balance. And I think this is important because if you're in Victory with Ash and you know anything about this organization or company, you know that Ash has never gotten away from the human connection, the human aspect of, everything. Why do you think we have circles? Why do you think there's such an emphasis on not just putting out a link and having people join blindly, but building those connections, on, responsible business, making sure your data is secure, all of these things. I say all of this because I think it's really important to note that you can be involved in many different companies, you can be involved in many different things, but knowing that you're involved in something like Victory with Ash and the future business, and knowing how important that human connection is to Ash and to the organization, means that you're in the right place. You're in the right place because technology is there. It's not going away. It's being integrated into public schools. It's being integrated into all aspects of life for positive. And you are right where you need to be. This is where the future is going, but we are not letting go of that human connection. That is a focus for Ash and always has been. I hope this makes sense and you gain a little bit of confidence in the fact that, here I am, a public school educator of 26 years, and this is all we have been talking about for the last 2 days as we go back to the school year. Sure, you can get information online anywhere. You can get online and get training, but the important part is that Ash is putting it all together in a way that is cohesive. And that's the difference. If you just try to go out and find, information and training for future and for your business, you're going to be pulling from all different things and you're not going to know, but he's putting it all together for us. So I just wanted to say that we are still onboarding people into Victory with Ash. If you need a link, please reach out to me. I would love to have you in my circle.
Thank you for watching this video. We truly appreciate your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more exciting updates.
Get ready for the greatest shape of your life.